Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jewel. This is kind of just going to be a short video, like a part two of the last one I did about creating fabric tags and journaling prompts and a bunch of things like that. So I just wanted to show you what I ended up finishing up, and I'm just gonna sit down here. Actually, I just realized my cord was plugged in. Sorry about that, guys. Um, we had created some of these together last time. I'm not sure which ones now. I can't even remember, but I wanted to show you. I came back and I created some more. And these are, if you haven't seen the other video, go back and I talk about printing on fabric and other things. And we did a few of these different little fun, easy fabric tags and stuff together. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to go over these. So I did finish up. This is a couple of 3 layers of different scrappy fabrics I sewed around. I made like a banner tag and did a little tab, and there's a little gem there. So that says hope, and I used these. So if you missed the last one, these are the vintage uppercase and vintage lowercase by Cavallini and Company, little stamps. So I've got that one. Then I came in and did some pocket tags, and this one just has a metal grommet. I sewed around it. I did some layers of the fabrics, and I wrote inspire on this one. And then in here I've tucked 3 pieces of ephemera for journaling on. So, you know, there's so many different ways that you can use these in your journals. You can glue them down and even make a pocket with them if you wanted to, or just clip them to a page just to add interest. You can come in and add extra color inks in if you're, you know, these are all neutral, so I have that I can do if I'm doing you know, maybe I could add pink to them if I've got, you know, pink tones in my journals or whatnot. This one is a couple of layers of the duck cloth and the muslin, and it says journal. And then I've just got this chain of a piece of a necklace I took apart on a ball pin, and then a little flower applique at the bottom. Here's another one of the little pocket journaling tags with just a button down here, and some thread in the bottom, or floss in the bottom, and then some vintage ephemera that I think I glued that in. This is actually real vintage ephemera that I backed from a magazine I backed on cardstock. And that was out of an early 1900s magazine. And got some eyelash trim, this brown eyelash trim, and I sewed around that. Here's another little pocket one, and I've got 3 pieces of ephemera in that, as you can see. And another little pocket, it says create, and I did a little tab on the top with a brad in it. See, it's just a brad. And just a little flower applique with 2 pieces of vintage ephemera in here. Again, this is from the real vintage, look how old that is. Easy to fill Parker self-filling safety fountain pen. Oh my goodness. Oh, things have changed since then, huh? So anyways, I've got that. This is just a journaling prompt. It just says journal, and I sewed around it, little flower applique. Just pulled stuff out of my stash. This says joy, and it's got a little rosebud there. These are a lot of journaling prompts in here. This says brave with a Brad, and got some, you know, zigzag trim here. Well, actually I made a little ruffle, a little ruffle out of the fabric at the end. And then we've got, this just says believe, a real simple one that can be glued right to a page. All of these I will either glue down or maybe come in and pin them, or they're gonna go on the maybe a front of a journal. This would be cute on the front of a journal. This just says inspire. There's another one, inspire. This is, I haven't done anything with that. It says gratitude. Oh, just a bunch of ones that I haven't really done much embellishing on. This one just has a key on it. It says today. Now I made this super grungy. Gosh, I feel like I guess I've got to pull these things down. I'm getting out of frame. Journal, create, let's see, journal. I did 2 brads on each side of that. This one just says dream. It's got a little button with some of the embroidery thread in it. This says dream here again, and it's got a little sewing charm on it with a little bead and a ball pin. Here's another one with a little bling and some beads that on the ball pin that I strung on there. We created this one together, I think. It says create, did a little piece of sari and some just some trim sari down here, and some crocheted cotton trim. So that one, didn't even do any sewing in that one. So you don't have to sew, you know, you can do these without sewing. This one says adventure, just got a key and some stitching and a little ruffle at the back. This one I did some bling on, a little bling here, and then some crocheted trim. That's just a simple little prompt. This one just has a little flower here, and a fabric flower, or embroidered flower I should say, and some bling. This one says family. I think we did this one together, and I haven't tied this yet in a bow. I need to tie this in a bow. So it's just the pieces of piece of burlap and a button, and I came in and sewed on both sides. This is just a little, says journal. So this is mostly, a lot of this is fabric I printed on, and it's mostly scraps. So this just says inspiration, and that's a nice long for the top of a page maybe. And I've got some chain and some crystal beads here on a ball pin. Okay, this one says create, just a button and some embroidery thread or floss there. And this says create again. It's got a key and 2 beads. These are just the tags with some of the fabric for a tie at the top. It says hope, strong. This one I even stamped wrong because I didn't spell it right. So I forgot the N, and I came in and I just stamped right on top of it, which is fine. It's going in a junk journal. So it's got a key and a chain. You know, if you have old jewelry, you can take it apart and use those pieces in your, you know, in your art. It's all works. It all works. This is a little leaf charm here with a brad through it, and then some trim at the top. And I've got this one. I try to make a variety, so, you know, I really don't like to do 2 of anything. It's no fun that way. I like to do, you know, just different embellishments on everything. This is like a little key brad, and then I've got this little tag here, and I just cut out the word hope, put that on there, and this says inspire. So I just wanted to pop on and show you those, and if you want to check out the other video, I'll link that below, where I talked about printing on the easiest way to print on fabric that I've found. I think this one's my favorite. I like the banner. Okay guys, thanks for popping in. Talk to you soon. Bye.